So Collateral Beauty is a movie directed by, nope, doesn't matter. It stars Will Smith, Edward Norton, and a host of other talented actors who should not be in this movie. Okay, so the story follows this guy named Howard. Howard is played by Will Smith. He and his friends, or his quote-unquote friends, are members of this really big-time awesome company. One day his daughter dies and he goes into shock. Like, he becomes basically a catatonic zombie. He looks like an extra from The Walking Dead. He kind of goes through the motions in his own life. He doesn't hear anything. He just sits in his office and creates dominoes all day. So his friends find out that he's been writing letters to the abstract thoughts of death, time, and love. During the course of the movie, Death, Time, and Love visit Will Smith, and they talk to him and try to help him out with his problems, and yay, it's a great spiritual adventure. Now, this is what the movie is actually about. Prepare yourself. This is not a spoiler because they reveal it in the first 10 minutes of the movie. Let's be honest, this is a bad movie, so you shouldn't see this movie anyway, so don't even consider it a spoiler. What the actual movie is about is these three assholes who call themselves Will Smith's friend decide that he is putting the company in jeopardy because of his aloofness, so they hire a private investigator, and then they hire three actors to play Death, Time, and Love so that they can film him talking to them, so that they can digitally alter the footage so that it looks like Will Smith is crazy, so that they can take it to the board and go, this guy shouldn't be in charge. We should keep our jobs. The fact that actors of this caliber were involved in a script this shitty just makes me question all of their decisions going forward. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I know they're good actors. I have seen them do some good acting in a lot of good movies. Will Smith, Edward Norton, Michael Pena, Kate Winslet. There's so much talent here, and you can tell these are good actors, and you can tell that Will Smith and these actors are trying. They are trying their asses off. There is so much effort in this movie to try to get an emotional reaction out of your eyes. And you know what? They did get one for me. It's called the eye roll. Seriously? Will Smith, I mean, dude, why do you keep doing this to yourself? I'm not going to mince words here, I'm just going to cut right to it. This movie is shitty 6 different ways to Sunday, and I'm about to tell you the ways. First of all, the pacing of this movie drags, and the reason why the pacing of this movie drags and is slow and is boring is because they try to make you care about these manipulative assholes who call themselves his friends. We never see evidence that they're his friends. We never see them acting friendly. Never once in this movie did I get the sense that they were really close friends with him, because they spend the entire movie trying to manipulate him and trying to come up with this scheme that's going to save their asses, but also putting him out the door. Every single time in this movie, somebody goes, oh no, this is wrong, we shouldn't do this. Nobody stops them, and they just keep doing it. I'm supposed to care about these assholes? They try to shoehorn these personal stories for these other characters in the movie. I don't like them as characters, so I don't care, and as a result, it makes all the time spent focusing on that drag me down to hell. Putting aside the fact that the trailer is a complete bait and switch, Jekyll and Hyde to you. The premise itself is executed to shit because of all of these stupid characters that you don't care about, and these subplots about said characters that make the movie feel more boring than it needs to be. Okay, the movie is just bad for a while, and then towards the end of the movie, it goes from bad to awful. There are a number of twists in the second half of this movie that really just kind of negate the entire rest of the movie. One of the twists is really predictable. Like halfway through the movie, I was like, oh yeah, I could totally see, oh well, yeah, that's kind of obvious now that that's the direction they're going. So the more you think about them, the more the entire script unravels, and the more illogical bullshit starts coming into your head to tell you that nothing in the second half of this movie makes any kind of sense. Nope, that doesn't make sense. Nope, that doesn't make sense. No, that doesn't really make sense. No, seriously, who wrote this? Whoever wrote the script for this thing, I want to send you my middle finger in the mail. Hell, I'd put it in your stocking if it could say Happy Christmas, bitch. Even the predictable twist is one that when you really think about it, doesn't make a lot of sense. So then at the end, when they're trying to reach for this deep emotional place, you're too caught up in the bullshit of the whole message that you don't really care anymore. I'm not gonna go easy on Collateral Beauty just because I like Will Smith and because I respect a lot of these actors. This is a bad movie. This is a really bad movie. It's one of the worst movies I've seen this year. And Will Smith, since Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith's career has kind of been like the heart monitor machine on someone who just had cardiac arrest. Beep, 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 beep. I'm gonna give this one the kryptonite rating. Gets worse the more you think about it, but I'm not gonna completely shit on it. I'll just come close. Judging from the box office, most people didn't go see this movie, so I'm not going to ask you about that. What's your favorite Will Smith movie of the last decade plus? Since Pursuit of Happiness, Suicide Squad this year? Who knows? Comment, like, share, and subscribe, and as always, if you like what you see, tell me how you feel, and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.